Hold on. Good evening, everyone. I pressed the wrong button. I wasn't expecting that one. I do apologise. I pressed the keyboard shortcut for map on the game, and it ended up taking it to the me full screen on OBS, and I didn't realise I was muted. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you all here. It's hot today. It's currently, hold on, let me show you, 31.1 degrees, 42% humidity up here, and Cookie has melted at my feet. She's basically, I don't know why she's up here. It's way too hot. Good evening, one and all. I hope you're doing well. Kalking, congratulations on your Brutosaur. Let me come on through. Hold on, here we go. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Metcat, Mushy, Will, Tridal Nielsen, Creatives, Fuzzy Duck, Saxon Girl, Will, Noob Starwalker, good evening to you. The dudes here, Creatives, and Devin, thank you so very much for the follow. It's very hot, Aura Warrior. It's very hot indeed. There we go. That was a bit large, yeah, it was. There we go, we sorted that out. Fantastic. Okay, Mitty, good evening to you. Dutchy Doodah's coming straight in with your Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Samadan squad, and here are a whole load of emotes for you to use as you will. Thank you so much for your support. 39 degrees here at 11 a.m. That is very hot. We are slowly creeping up. Now that I've closed the windows, the temperature is creeping up here. It's 31.2 at the moment. You recorded 2 episodes today in the wrong resolution. Had to go back and do it again. Almost lost your temper. I understand that completely, Will. I've done that before. Some of my videos have gone out at 720p simply because I completely forgot to record them there. It's much cooler in Cornwall, is it, Saxon Girl? I miss where I used to live, which was by the sea, and having that coastal breeze made a huge amount of difference. Even outside, still 22 degrees, 32 degrees, yeah. 28.2 for you, yeah, Darkwing, it's hot. It's Missy's, Z, good evening to you. Where I've not actively been sweating, dying, send help, exactly. Andy Key, good evening to you. Sorry, I'm scrolling back up here. Ronnie, good evening to you. And Kalking, yes, congratulations on your long boy. I'm assuming that's why you're saying you're poor. Lots of long boys in the chat for Kalking for recently getting your Brutosaur. Congratulations, that's absolutely amazing. Only 28.88 in the States where you live. Coffee Cat TV, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Send appreciation to our PCs working in the heat with no complaints. I know my poor Mr. Potato 2.0 is just ticking away here. Oh, you're in Hastings, Mitty. Lovely end of the country. Yes, it's hot all over, definitely. Zanzaful, good evening to you. Loving the emotes. Those are Drizzling Roses ones, aren't they? They're fantastic. They've come out really well. I hope you're doing well, Zanza. Has its own fan and ice bottle. I mean, that's pretty decent for a PC to have, certainly. Still 28 up here. Now that Happy Drumsticks is slightly more reasonable, definitely. And John, good evening to you. She did a very good job, definitely. I think they're really cool. Game Cat, good evening to you. Lovely to have so many wonderful people in tonight. Oh, we've tipped up to 31.3. That's just going to get hotter and hotter for the next hour, I think, and then it all should hopefully cool down. Cookie is literally just on the floor at my feet. She's not bothering to move at all. I noticed we got a sound defense here. It would be very tempting to just jump over and do a quick assault on Bridget whilst I can get the XP for it. I'm not sure whether the Wowhead Blog's gone live or not yet. We'll have a look just in case, because obviously if that's gone live then I'll do that first and we'll do an assault another time. Yes, it has gone live. There we go. Okay, so we'll do the Wowhead Blog first. I think that's more important, and we can always do another assault at another time. So let me just go through and set up the command for that, so that's all sorted. And we'll go through here, and where's my command gone? There it is. Right, move that. No, that's the wrong thing. Click something else. I can go there. And then, oh, this window's too big. Let me just make that a bit smaller. Excuse me, leaching into the other window. I have to move it across a little bit a couple of times. There we go. Okay, now I can see everything. Then I can select the right bits. Now I just completely messed that up. So let's copy and paste that in. There we go, submit that one. Okay, that's done. Back to there. Back to there. There we go. Right. 1, 2, that's there. I think the storms are due in Tuesday, Wednesday, weather warning issues. I think that would be fantastic, definitely. Thank you, Metcat. I've just done the command for it, so hopefully if we do exclamation wowhead, then that should give us the issue number 137, which would be the Wowhead blog for this week. Let's go over this way, and we can pop this on. And then I missed Jack. Good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be better, definitely. It's been super hot here all day too. Hope we don't end up as puddles on the floor. I hope so, yeah. Imagine my PC is not helping keep me cool. Definitely not. I think it's going to be definitely adding to the heat in this closed environment now. We are doing okay. 31.3 it's holding at the moment, so we should be all right there. Abalux, good evening to you. I'm doing very well. If a little toasty, we're all right. Other than that, right, okay, so let's just sort all my windows out, and then we're in a decent position, and then we can talk about the Wowhead blog first and foremost. This week, lots of stuff to talk about this week. Quite an interesting one, given a little bit of development on Shadowlands, but also feeling the aftermath of the Gallywix, things like that. So I'll go through that. Give everyone a chance to come in first. Take a bit of a sip first. Yeah, since we, when was it, on Friday when I streamed and I lost power, we had no power until about sort of 11 at night, and then they had to actually move a emergency generator next to the power station near us, just to generate enough electricity for our estate, and that's been going for the past few days, and only today did they manage to switch it back to the regular electricity grid. So we've been running off generator for the past few days, so it's nice to have power back again. That's definitely good. If I lower my graphics cap, my frame rate, your graphics card won't work as hard and produce less heat. That's a good point, Hibbs. I could do that. We are probably at 10 on the old graphics card settings, or at least 9, I think. What do I normally have it at? We're at a reasonable 8 at the moment. That's probably okay. We can probably cope with that for the moment. Right, let's go back over to here. There we go. Right. Okay, so let's talk about the Wowhead blog this week, because some interesting things have been going on. Not a huge amount with the Shadowlands Professions. I haven't been able to sink my teeth into a great deal of yet. There's quite an interesting thing that's came out from a Professions point of view, which is really, I think it's actually really exciting. This thing down here is now on the specialised armour. This is the legendary base kits that we can make, but they now have the ranks here. And the ranks, if you hover over this tooltip here, 0 of 10, you get experience now. So crafting this recipe will provide experience towards unlocking rank 2. So this is an interesting concept. Unlocking further ranks through experience. Kind of reminds me of the Garrison followers earning their experience through working more and more work orders and things like that. Oh, congratulations, Stevie baby. That means you've got your long boy. Congratulations, that's absolutely fantastic. Let's see, loads of Brutosaurs in the chat for you. That is one big milestone. Camby Sama, good evening to you as well. I hope you're doing well. That is fantastic. Way better than grinding rep to get more efficient crafts, in your opinion. Lysian, I think I agree with you on this one. I think for ranks, I think this is a good idea. I would like to see them continue this, because basically it means that the more you make something, the more you can build up the experience, and then it kind of makes sense to get more experience through doing it. I think this is a good idea. I don't know where this enchanted lightless silk comes from yet. it would be nice if enchanters could do this and make the lightless, enchanted lightless silk, and then feed that back into tailoring. That would be another nice thing. Won't the ranking system just flood the market with low-level rank gear if it is sellable? It should be sellable because this is the stuff that people take into the legendary sets. But I don't think it actually changes the quality of the gear. It just means that the more you make it, the more efficient you get at making it. So I think there's going to be enough people wanting these. I mean, the problem you do have with this is the fact that you can only have one legendary rather than getting the set, but then maybe people would like a set to be able to swap out different ones for different regions for different reasons. There could be options there. The optional reagent at the moment doesn't work because this item is currently item level 175, and the increased item level only takes it up to 165 as maximum, so there needs to be something else to be worked on here. It's still not quite working yet. I have a feeling there'll be an overload early as people try and rush through and get the decent. I don't know.
Campbell Sama 22 just subscribed. Thank you for all you do for this community.
Thank you, Campbell Sama. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate that. That's really kind of you. Thank you, Brian, for reading that one out. I like how Brian says, just subscribed. But that is amazing. Thank you so much. So no more marks of honour for ranks. It looks like Borak at the moment, there's no sign of marks of honour as a currency here. A lot of the other stuff in the professions are not ranked at all. So it is literally just the armour you make, which I'm quite excited about. Maybe there's a few hidden recipes and things like that that we might be able to unlock as time goes on. It could be interesting from that point of view. Like the herbalism, mining, skinning ranks, we accustomed to, but for crafting it seems. Basically, yes, the more you go out and skin and you build up your ranks that way through going out and doing herbalism and mining more. Interestingly, the herbalism and mining skill caps go up to 100 and I think it's 150, whereas the regular professions go up to 100. So it's interesting to see how they've got those different there. And then with the herbalism and mining, you get the nuggets and the petals. You don't get any of the so it will make more sense to have a higher skill level as you go through. I like the ranks to be somewhat restrictive, like marks of honour or rep, as a nice deterrent without flooding the economy. This is the main issue is we're worried about is flooding the economy. It depends on how they balance these ranks and the experience. I wonder how much it will take to go through these. I don't see there's much point in just flooding the market with lots of these trying to get the highest rank. I mean, you're still going to want to be able to make these and sell them. I mean, that's a lot of shrouded cloth there, 100 shrouded cloth. And whatever this enchanted lightless silk is, that's going to take a while as well. You love PvP, but do think that profession should be about profession and mats, not dungeon and battlegrounds. I think I would agree with you. I did like, with the tools of the trade, that you went through certain dungeons in order to go through the quest lines. I thought that was a nice idea. I would like to see maybe some more of that. You don't think you like the nugget petal thing? How come? Is it just because it kind of like shows it's like the mark of honour? If you get into the BT, you'll express your concerns with that. I figured it's like some of the previous ones have been like that before. I didn't think they were too bad. It was basically the more you skilled up, the better. The more you skilled up, the better you got at getting the actual materials. And at the beginning, you had to combine them into one. At least you can get something from the node you pass. Basically, that's how I think of it, Cryptaria. Even if it's just like 1/10 of an ore, you're still getting something that you can then combine together eventually to get something. If Liz cared about flooding the economy by now, they would have banned multi-boxes. Well, not necessarily. I don't think multi-boxes are certainly the ones that are flooding the economy. You've got to look at things like the the things that have been happening with the Gallywix community and things like that. And there will always be ways of creating, I mean, you can create a lot of money just through doing raw gold farms and things like that. So there's a lot of different ways a single person can create gold. So I don't think multi-boxing is an issue per se. Should always be a choice in how to do it. I like the better profession. I like better the profession quest of Legion. I do like the profession quest of Legion. Actually, that was quite nice, definitely. I think it'd be hard to flood the economy when people have plenty of gold, demand or supply. Is there a bug with mailboxes on live? You keep encountering some that do not work. I've not had that myself, Charles Nielsen, yet. I haven't opened my mailboxes yet, so I'll have to have a look. It's more because of bots than multi-bots, because I would agree with Game Cat on that one. I think that's more likely to flood the markets. And single players transferring characters from realm to realm can flood markets. That is very true, actually. You can literally go from one with a huge stock of things, transfer the guild over, and you've got a huge influence over that market by doing that. And these take away the 10 stack on ore and herbs. 10 stack. Don't ore and herbs go up for more than that, don't they? Flism, oh, thank you so much for the follow. Alpha GG, good evening to you. Feel like this might have the enchanting market more than anything else, wouldn't you think? This might hit the enchanting market more. Do you mean this enchanted lightless silk, Alfred? That's quite interesting, that one. Oh, the only 10 people can mine a herb node. Oh, right, I'm with you now, yes. Yes, if that was phased somehow so that each person just got their own one. Yeah, I can see what you mean on that point, yeah. As in 10 people can gather it, yes. I think each person should have their own. That would be a way of making it work, certainly. Devin, loving my new From Scratch series. Looking forward to the next episode. You're more than welcome. I really enjoyed making those so far. Yeah, definitely. Score Shane, good evening to you. Me and the family are doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? How have you been? Surely if everyone can spam make them, then the price would hit the floor fast. If you can spam make them, certainly. Let's see what the materials, how quickly you can get the materials. That's going to be the next thing. Basically on this front, there's a lot to do here in terms of like the profession. It's changing all the time, so I'll be very interested to see how this develops as time goes on, certainly. Right, how are we doing for temperature? 31.7. Okay, it's getting a little bit warmer here. Let's carry on with the less is more. That is true, actually. So the next thing I've got, talking about raw gold and things, Comet's done a very nice skinning farm, talking about Skyrender Eyrie. Has anyone done this before? This is like a small area over in... Where is it? It's over in Zandalar, over here in Zoldazar. I think it's over here somewhere. Up at this point, the Eyrie up here is a nice little skinning farm that Comnet's talking about here. A good alternative for like the Atal Dazar one. You can go in there and you can just go through and do that after you've done your lockouts, perhaps. So it was a nice little farm that he shared this week, so I thought I'd share that with everyone here. Obviously, it's open world, so there may be competition here. It's not an instance. I'm doing great, just been really busy. Well, it's good to have you here, Scorshane. You done it for World Quest, still farming the Gorillas and Zoldazar. Oh, okay. Zoldazar is great, just no shimmer scale. Yeah, I think the Bloodstained Bones is the thing that... The good thing about Bloodstained Bones is you could still potentially sell those if the price is okay on your server. Have to have a look at that one, certainly. Chavdar, good evening to you. I missed a few others in here. Hold on. Nabil, think of having to do some think having to do some content to get into professions is actually good. Don't like a system where you can just boost a character, buy a couple of tokens, and just be up and running for professions. I think doing some content is a nice barrier to entry, certainly. Whether you have to open up zones or do something like that, certainly. There's options there, certainly. Yeah, or you can make the Cestus and vendor it. So from a raw gold point of view, that is still a possibility here, which is quite nice. I can see a lot of people doing this. Obviously, once Shadowlands comes, these kind of raw gold things will go away because of the price differences. So now is the time to do these things. Isn't Hawthorne's plot better for raw gold farms regarding Skinner? Where's Hawthorne's plot? I'm not aware of where that one is. Grim, thank you so much for the follow. I was on, but yeah, if they take away the 10 stack, the bots are going to go away from ore and herbs farming because none of their alts will be useless. I mean, if it was just like one per character, that could be interesting. Is that the Quill Rat one? Oh yes, the one over the Drustvar one, isn't it? Round by the coast somewhere, isn't it? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Down here somewhere. No, I'm thinking somewhere else, actually. Yeah, very, very competitive, yeah. Yeah, somewhere in the east. It's around there somewhere, isn't it? So yeah, there's still farms to be had. It's a question of finding them and working out what's next from that point of view. In terms of like, these will only last until Shadowlands or pre-patch comes out. When there's the whole item squish, then a lot of these raw gold farms won't be as lucrative. So keep an eye as to what's going to be the next thing. Certainly, Bacon, thank you so much for the follow. I haven't seen it come through. Glad Play Games. I don't see anything on my notifications yet, but thank you nonetheless. Even if it doesn't come through, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate that. Bots going away from it because they weren't there in the old expansion. What does it seem like multi-gathering is going away? No indication on beta for that. I haven't seen anything yet, Bacon Bit, certainly. But thank you, Glad Place, that's so kind of you. You used your Amazon Prime. Okay, that's interesting. It's not come through yet. Maybe it'll take a little while to come through. I don't see anything quite on my notifications. Obviously, the issue with all the open world farms is too many people do it and the place will be crowded. Exactly, definitely. Yeah, and give it a refresh, and then sometimes you'll get a notification come up in chat that you want to share it with people. So that might work, certainly. Beta testing shows more than one can herb and mine. Okay, so that's still optional then, certainly. Oh, yours was delayed, was it, Camby-sama? Okay, maybe there's a slowness coming through. But thank you in advance. Right, okay. Let's carry on through. There it goes. Glad Play Games, thank you so much. 3 months of using your Prime. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much for your support. A whole lot of emotes to be used. Glad Plays, thank you so much. Gorilla Farm's still hidden, thankfully. Found it better than most of the other farms, but it's only for bones. There it is. Exactly. It's come through. So there's a lot of different farms out there. It's very interesting to see what other ones people discovered. I don't know about the gorillas one yet, but then I don't do a lot of farming myself. It's not really my cup of tea. It's more professions, but I'm happy to report things as I hear about them. The next thing on the list, we have the Galluix ban shockwaves. So not only the whole Galluix ban thing with the real money trading was a big change to a lot of gold that was sitting around in different accounts. I wonder how much it's going to affect our regular auction house business. I mean, there was speculation on the Reddit forums about people talking about the black market auction house prices maybe get cheaper now, people using that gold that they got from boosting to then buy black market auction house items. Maybe they'll be cheaper. There was a lot of gold in the economy. It was in the order of billions, and you could see here on the token prices, we all saw it rise just after the ban, and then suddenly take a massive plummet on the EU and a little bit on the NA as well, but not nearly as much. And then obviously everyone found out about it, that it was this cheap, and everyone started trying to buy the tokens at this price, and then it came back up and it settled back down at the usual sort of like 175, 180,000. I was fortunate to get one. I tried buying them all the way as it climbed up here, and I managed to get one here at 167,000. It was difficult. Not all boxes have 10, you only have 3. Exactly, I mean, there's different levels of it, certainly, isn't there? Yeah, 5 billion gold, it's a lot, isn't it? Should make herbs pickable once per 5 seconds. So Multibox has to hang there for a full minute to pick them all. As in, like, each one has a time. You're talking a bit like the auction house throttle that way, Mushy, I guess. That would be one way. Yeah, I wonder why the bump was much smaller on the NA, because I heard it was spread quite evenly between the amount of gold between NA and EU. Maybe it's just around people's patterns. I mean, obviously the token price is a lot lower in NA in general anyway. Yeah, we get throttled, they get throttled. It's an interesting idea, Mushy. I could see. I wonder how that would work in reality. Certainly. Yeah, as that. I mean, it does seem to have scaled up quite significantly here. Looking at the two graphs, they're very much in time with each other as well. Yeah. Token price has been pretty low for a while. Yeah, it has. It's been fairly steady looking at this over the past sort of few days. Certainly. Been watching closely, trying to buy it when it drops below 117. I mean, this is a decent price, definitely, down here. I would like to see things at that price. And then not only was this affecting the price of things, then we also had the announcement that the potions are getting nerfed along with the heirlooms and the XP. So there was confirmation from Blizzard around this, and the elixir of rapid mind being one of those things that people have invested in order to try and sell. And that you can see here this was on, I found Frostwolf on EU, the sudden spike in people who are holding onto them, getting rid of them quickly, and the price instantly dropping down. So this will be interesting. If you are looking to make use of these potions, now would be the time to buy them and make use of them, because they will become useless once pre-patch hits. So that's another thing to watch out for. Actually really excited for the quicker leveling, like the idea of being close to the Diablo style leveling style. I like how it's going. I think this kind of thing with taking it away from heirlooms is absolutely fine. They need to make sure that it's consistent across the board, and it's already quite fast. So, and I'm really looking forward to leveling up within each expansion as well on different characters. That's going to be good fun as well. Rapid Mind is 45k on Wormrest NA, but 25k on Silverhand. Wow, that's a big price difference, definitely. I mean, it's down here. What's that down to? That's 50,000 there, so that's coming to about 25,000 there. Probably looking at about 10,000, I would say, looking at the price of that one. Yeah, you can be from 1 to 60 in less than 20 hours. I guess people want to get to the end game content more than anything else, really. Although you do, if you can just enjoy that storyline and one expansion, I'm happy for that, certainly. Your pacifist druid is going to hate the new level experience. Are you going to be basically mining ore and herbs, syncopatics? And it takes away the bots Hurting regular people prefer when bots go farm a dungeon repeatedly, like Botanica or Bastion. It's kind of out the way that way, isn't it? But they still will then come back and flood the market. Regardlessly, that's the main problem. But how can you complete a zone if you can only do it from 10 to 50? I've not tried it out yet. That's the main thing. That's the main thing I kind of like. I missed with Pandaria is not getting to do any of the end content and follow the storyline, and so I wonder if that's going to still be the case with the leveling being so quick. Have to figure out which tune you're going to start with in Shadowlands, Jewel Gatherer, or in your professions. Why not both, Calking? Try and do them both at the same time, perhaps. Sad about is losing all your corruption. You finally got a few of your characters set up the way you wanted them. Oh, that's a shame, Scorcher. I think corruption is kind of like one of those very specific things for the end of BFA times. I can understand them getting rid of it, but then I wasn't that invested in it, so I can understand once you've invested in it, it's definitely going to be difficult. PvP is some of your main content and you hated it. Oh, interesting take on it. Do I think crafting and vendoring certain pieces of gear is still going to be worth it? Optional reagent increasing crafted eye level seems to be too cheap at the moment on beta. I think there's going to be opportunities there, Bumdiek, because I think there's going to be certain ones that if we can get our materials cheaply enough, we'll be able to vendor them quite quickly. So there may be new farms coming out of beta, things that we can turn from one thing into another. Whether it stays like this, I'm not sure. But yes, I did notice things like the Relic of the Past takes just a few extra bolts of cloth. So if you can get a good stock of cloth and then go and do these things, then you might be able to get a decent vendor price on things. Reported your auction house competitor because it undercut so fast. Thought it was a bot, but seems it's not, or Blizzard's trolling me. It depends. I don't know. I don't know any particular circumstances. You'd have to really know if they were a bot or not. Certainly, some people will just act very differently to you. That's my main thing, really, isn't it? You may have to do 3: Jewel Gatherer, Alchemy, and Enchanter. That sounds like a good mix, Calking. I'd certainly go for something like that. Sending us an email in-game is a good start. Either way, steps in the right direction. 100% sure they use the reports or something. I think that's a good bit of feedback, Zanzaful, definitely. I like that idea of, thank you for going out of your way to try and to report them, certainly. So the next thing on the WoW economy list, we have tips for hitting 10 to 15k an hour from scratch. So this was a post by Ufaint talking about doing the Freehold and the Atal'Dazar raw gold farms in particular. But the thing about this post that I thought that was really nice was it went through not only exactly how many hours a day you would have to spend in order to get the Brutasaur in 60 days, which is a lot. I mean, we're talking 5.5 hours a day at 15k per hour, which is quite a lot. Doable, but quite a lot. What I liked about this post was how it talked about the farms, but then it went into more depth about using a demon hunter, what equipment to get, how to get that equipment, and how to gear up to a decent level, which I thought was really nice. So this goes through the basic premise of it and the forewarning that if you do want to go this route and just do raw gold farms, it will take you a lot of hours per day. If that's the position you're in and you want to do that and you can take the burnout, then by all means go for it, and it's fun for you. But if you want to look at all the details of it, I recommend going through and having a look at the full article on that one, certainly. Lemecho, good evening to you. Idea of making nodes mobs lootable by more than one person was great to avoid the social tension that happens reaching that, hey, that was my node, but then it gets problematic regarding multi-boxes and stuff. That's an interesting point, yeah, Nabble. I would hate to get there and then someone else jumps in front of the node before you. I would like it to be each person has their own phased version of nodes. So one person might see a node, but another person might not see a node. So even say you were multi-boxing and only half your characters saw that node, the other half didn't see a node at all. That would work for me. It was like on a personal phased rotation. That way, as a multi-box crew, you wouldn't be able to just go to one node and use up the 10, but each character would have its own chance of that node or something like that. I think that would work quite well. Deboding, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. What else did I miss? Other game companies don't share the names of who they ban because of legal reasons. That and check after a ban wave. Oh, that could be interesting. You mean in terms of trying to find out if someone specifically that you reported was in a ban? Yeah, I think so, Alfred. I think that would work. In terms of at least you get your own nodes, and then there was no risk of anyone else stealing your node. But obviously, what would happen as a group or something like that? Yeah, you cannot have people in a group see different mobs. Yes, Navel, it wouldn't work for mobs, certainly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a add-ons command, Norcott. Is there anything in specifically you want to do? I do have an add-ons video that goes through a lot of gold making add-ons that I do use, but you're more than welcome to have a look at the ones I've got at the moment. Let me just move this, make sure I'm not AFK. These are the ones I have. I don't necessarily use all of these, but those are the main ones I have. If there's any particular one you're after, let me know. Okay, Cow King, lovely to have you pop by, and congratulations again. Hope to see you again soon. What do I use for my guild bank? My guild bank, the only thing I have that affects my guild bank is this one called Sushi Sort, that helps me organise my guild bank. I still haven't done the command for that yet, for the coin redemption. I have got that on my list to do, certainly. We'll do that as well. And Bay Kisa, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. But it's a really nice one for sorting out your guild bank, certainly. Do I ever use it? I do use it, Mashy. You've seen me use it. Only downside you can think of for personal nodes would be the server keeping track of all those nodes, every single player. I think that would be the issue, wouldn't it, Hibbs, if that was the case? I guess it would be a question of a bit like phased, different phases, but personal phases would make it a little bit difficult. I don't know. I'm not a programmer, so I wouldn't know exactly how that would work. Wow. We are up to, the temperature's slowly creeping up, 32.2 degrees, 41% humidity at the moment. It's getting toasty in here. Cookie is still flaked out on the floor. Excited to see how the new auction house will fare with the expansion release, since it will be the first expansion release with it, also with the throttle, whether it's worth it or not. That could be interesting, actually. I wonder how the auction house will go. I think it'll be fine, personally. It will take a load, certainly, and there will be problems. I know, Mushy. I think it's because I'm just sat still. That's the main thing. Let me carry on with the Wowhead blog so I can finish that one off, and then we'll go through and do some. Yeah, this is summer weather at its hottest at the moment, certainly. So what else did I miss? Oh yes, we had, the last thing was Cracking Lattes. There's a nice little video on routines for this kind of time of the expansion, which is really nice. A couple of gold making ones in there as well. Campaigns, thank you very much for the follow. This one goes through sort of like what she does at this point of the expansion. It's really quite a nice time to go through and collect up things that you hadn't collected before. Now this is kind of an interesting point for a gold maker, as to how can we feed these people? Can we find pets or transmog or mounts for these people who are looking to fill out their collections, or recipes perhaps? So there's a lot of different sort of like potential markets here from a both buying and selling point of view. yeah, get ideas on what you're missing. Definitely Mage on Fire. I think it's a nice kind of like, okay, well, what do I do here? What do I do there? What do I need to think about? I'll be fine on a medium pop. Yeah, that is true. Actually, I would hate to be on a full pop during the launch, certainly. And technically, no one owns the node, barring Blizzard, of course. Just because you can see it, it's not yours. So no one's is stealing it. It's a free for all. Yes, basically first come first served. That is the case, Ronnie. Certainly, I remember in Classic running down into a dungeon and seeing not a dungeon, into a sort of a cave system, and then seeing a treasure chest at the end of the cave system, and I was making my way one mob at a time, getting towards this treasure chest, clearing my way carefully, and then I just killed the last mob, and someone else came running in and got the treasure chest before me, and I was like, hang on a minute, but fair's fair, you know, that's how it happens, definitely. Oh, is it tomorrow, Metket? Oh, fantastic. So get your pet leveling there. I haven't done any research into it, so I've got my ickies that I was going to level up. I need to look into what I can do, although I've got a busy day tomorrow, so I may not get the chance, unfortunately. I might have to leave it for another time. I've not done much in the way of pet leveling. But thanks for the shout out, Metket. We've been lax in Shadowlands for professionals research. Has anyone seen an Expulsum equivalent yet? Too early in development. There's been nothing yet, Doppelbock. I haven't seen anything yet, so hopefully. Yeah. You're on a full pop as well, you're dreading it. You've even got a few ones on medium pop, currently leveling and getting ready just in case. And when pre-patch hits, should give you a good idea of how launch will go. That's a good idea, Mage on Fire. Have a backup server you can go to, certainly. 150 pet battles on Draenor. Wow, Mushy, that's good going. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time come server launch. I'll be looking forward to it. I will obviously, as I'm going to be doing more and more streaming, I will be covering as much as possible. Yeah, hopefully it stays that way too. Although I wouldn't mind if it was something like that, but it was tradable tradable either with other people, or it's something that you could trade within your account or something like that. Oh, before you can even get Squirt. Is that really? Oh, okay. I completely won't be doing it then, definitely. Newavin, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, despite it now being 32.3 degrees at the moment, so it's getting hotter and hotter up here. I will be melting at the end of this. But so far so good. Maybe the beard gives me insulation powers at the moment. But that is the Wowhead Economy blog for this week. If you do have any comments, please do share them in the section below, or pop over into the mainstream, and if you have any questions or want to talk about anything, come on over, and we're more than happy to talk about anything gold making related. We'll be going through and doing my weekly mailboxes in a moment, so we'll go through and check that and restock all my bits and pieces, and then we'll see how things fare after that and decide what to do after that. So that's the Wowhead blog done. I don't think, how long have we got left on the sound defense? I don't think it's very many minutes at all, is it? 15 minutes. Oh, okay, let's go and do what we can here on Bridget before this goes. Let's go over here, and I want to just get this done for a little bit of experience more than anything else. So we'll go over this way. We're currently at level 113. Oh, we're over at the shrine as well, so we need to get ourselves over to the right location first. There we go. Do we know if the Brutal is going to disappear pre-patch or the expansion? It's going to be on pre-patch. They've confirmed that in multiple ways. So yes, hopefully you're not too far off from that, because we're thinking maybe that's going to be a month or two's time. It's not long away now. You just hit 3 million gold. Oh, okay, I'm getting nervous. Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to get that last 2 million. At least you're over halfway, which is a good place to be in. Right, Snug Harbour Inn we need to head on over to. Oh, you got your TSM 4.10 beta invite. So much faster and convenient. It's a huge upgrade. It's more than a 0.1 upgrade, certainly. It's definitely, I think they could have easily called it TSM 5 with this one. Oh, did I miss Hello Octoberly? Oh, there we are. Hello Octoberly, how are you? Thank you so much. It's so kind of you to say so. I missed you coming in there. How are you? Lovely to see you. Yes, it's going very well so far. I'm hoping to be able to do a couple more streams this week as well. So I'll let you know the times at which I'm going to be streaming further this week. So we need to head down here and do these ones. See how many of these we can do in the 13 minutes that it's left. See how that goes. I haven't got my EXP boost anymore, so we lost that one as well. Alan Luhu, thank you so much for the follow. Doing well, thanks, but getting impatient for Shadowlands. Too excited now. It's definitely close. That's for sure. Miles Vogel, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. With only recipe list smooth, it saves so much time. It's a great update, certainly. Right, what do we need to do here? Horde soldiers slain. Okay, let's start with that. Let's go through and do this as much as possible. There we go, we've got an extra one here. These 12 of these should be fairly easy to do, so I'll go through these. Oh, Solomon Grunty, thank you so much for using your Prime. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much for your support. I really do appreciate that. Have a whole lot of emotes for you. Welcome to the Samadan squad. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And Litex, thank you also for the follow. Lovely to have you here. We're just going through and doing a little bit extra here because we wanted to get ourselves up to at least a little bit more leveled up, certainly. What have we got here? Horde soldiers slain. Okay, there we go. There's wounded ones down here. I didn't realise you could do wounded ones. That's slightly grisly, but I can see it working. There we go, and then we'll head over this way. There's another one over there and one over there. And then we do this one. Wait, don't slay my friends. I know, I've never seen this one before where you actually execute them. I would rather just the actual... there we are. One more. Salt Feather Eagle, there's one just down here. Do that, and then we're down here. There we go, that one's done. 1 of 4. And then we'll just head on over to the next thing. Try and do things... Horde invaders. That one's 2 people. Bash brothers. So that should be quite easy to do. And then we'll come back for the other ones after that. That should work. What else did I miss? Just scroll up a little bit there. Okay. Explosive relief we'll come back to. We'll do the 2 brothers next. Right, what have we got here? What about engineers? Is this the one? Build Water Bash Brothers. I don't think I've seen this one.
These savages only understand the language.
Ballistay destroyed. Engineers. We'll do those. Don't think I've done this quest before. I'll just go over here whilst that's going on. Destroy those. What have we got to do? Bombing Ballistay. Okay, this is a different one. Do this at the same time. It would look like. Oh, this could be a world quest actually. This may not be relevant to me here. Hold on. Let me go through them. They're on the airship. Right, I need to go further along. Okay, thank you for that. Build Water Brothers World Quests. Don't see. Oh, we've got to go through this way. No, no we don't. On this airship. There we go. I see it now. There we go. Now we wait for them. And that should work. Okay. There we go. Suhaim 2020, good evening to you. Right, what have we got here? We've got a potion. There we go, we've got that, and I might as well wait for them to respawn on this one, and then we've got a few other bits and pieces to do after this. So we'll keep an eye for these. How are we doing for time? 10 minutes left on these. We should be okay on these ones. That quest was a bit morally grey. It was, I think so. I find a lot of the ones where you have to slaughter a lot of the native animals for the Nezingwari, stuff like that, I find those quite difficult to do as well. Here they are. Whoops. Let's just move out a little bit here and then heal up a little bit. Get yourselves sorted out, and then hopefully we can just get these dealt with. Bear's going to need some healing on this front though, because we're taking a lot of damage, unfortunately. I'll do what I can to keep you alive. Poor bear is Grub's taking a beating here, certainly, or giving a beating rather. We're at 11%. Revive our pet here. There we go, we'll go back here, and then I need to come back here and hopefully not die. There we go. Okay, I don't think I can do these on my own at this point. They look like they're quite a bit tougher than I would have imagined here. Struggle successfully, thank you so much for the follow. Wait for another 60 seconds on that cooldown. So we're not going to be able to do this one, and then we'll run out. There we go. I thought I'd die in the end. That was too much for one person. I have to wait until someone else is doing those ones before I can do that, certainly. Too much to solo, certainly. And Space, thank you so much for the follow. This isn't beta at this point. We are basically just going through and doing an invasion here at the moment, and then I'll go through here. See if anyone else is here. We'll do these ballistae whilst I'm here. There we go, and then I'll come through here. If anyone else is here, we have another one here, so let's just revive my pets. See if anyone else is coming in, and then we'll help out. There we go, okay. One is in. Back there. Heal with you, come back here, and we can at least do one each. That could maybe keep it split up a little bit. We'll do it that way round. Then we're in a better position. There we go. Hold on, we need to heal up poor Mr. Bear there. 36%, 45%, 42%, okay. One heal. 59, okay, well, it's easier with two, certainly. We should do that one. There we go. There we are. Ah, we have a frozen one over here. I like that that ability Pandarans have. It's really nice. Keeping you alive, that's always good. And Black G's, thank you so much for the follow. Nearly done. Nope, have to do a revive. There we go, almost there. And I should have kept an eye on my poor bear. There we go, bug slain. I'll do the next one. Now this way, and do this one. Okay, I can probably do with a bit of a heal there. And everyone should be better. And then we can do this. How are we doing on time? Explosive relief, 5 minutes left. Okay, 2 of 4 done. Then we go over this way, see what we can get done. I mean, XP wise, 113 at the moment. The other one we've got is the invaders and the ballistae, which we're doing at the moment anyway. So let's go around and carry on with those. revive my pet here. Hold on, that's not a good idea either. I'm rushing too much into these and not sorting these out in good time. I'm rushing too much and ending up dying as a result. So how do I enjoy Beastmaster Hunter? I'm really enjoying it, Nabble. I think it's really, really good. It suits my playstyle, certainly. And whenever I'm at least not quite so impatient, certainly. Right, let's see if we can just do something better this way. Hold on, let's summon our pets. There we go. And then we need to do, what do we need to do? More Horde Invaders destroyed, so let's do the Ballistay first. There's one over here, we'll do one there. And then we'll go round and we can get another singular one here. And I'll bring that back. No, I won't. My bear's here. And we can get that going at least. There we go. You main a Beastmaster Hunter. It's so much fun. It is a good fun. It's a nice class to play. I like Beastmaster Hunter. I like Rogue. I like the ranged abilities really here more than anything else. There we go. Shah of Day, lovely to have you here. Oh, the faction I slaughtered. I do apologise. Alright, we've got one there, we've got one there. So that's the 6 of 6 done. I think we can take that singular one out. We still need another few more, so we'll get that done hopefully quickly enough. Hellrain, thank you so much for the follow. A personal tank is definitely very useful in this situation. I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough to be able to do this in one go. He's gone out of line of sight. This is probably a bad idea. Yep, there goes all my my extras. The engineers coming in here, so let's deal with this lot. Heal my bear up and hopefully get these sorted. The axe throwers and those. There's a landmine over there as well. And how many do we need to do? 6. We need 2 more of these. We should be able to do that in a moment, hopefully. There we go. That's done. Horde threat neutralized. Explosive relief is the next one. So we'll go here. And then we'll come up here. And down here. So Captain Holgresh slain is that the next one. Got 2 minutes left on that. That would be nice if we could do it in 2 minutes. I'm not sure I will. It's close. Hoodrat, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. There's Holgrash, we can do you. Get a tag in on you. Then the Grunt, we can get a tag in on you. Then let's see if we can find some more as we're running around. How many do we need? Horde soldiers slain. See if we can get a few at the same time. Captain Holgresh is still running around here. So we'll deal with that at the same time. We need to revive our pet. Run around this way and deal with that. Don't need to neglect our pets here. This should be easier. There we go. And then any more Horde are over here. Horde soldiers slain are over here. So if I can just tag a few at the same time, then we can come back. We've got enough people attacking him, hopefully. Whilst that's going on, I'm going to take a few of these at the same time. There we go, go back to the captain. See if we can deal with this at the same time. Heal up the pet. Need a little bit of extra help here. So that's the captain done. And then we've got 5 of the Horde slain already. Can we get enough more extra ones in here? That's 6. There's another one there. I think we've run out of time, haven't we? That's a shame. I'm not getting the final quest. It was close. It was close, but we didn't quite get there. I tried. Justin Rose, good evening to you. Lurking tonight, got a headache. Send questions on Twitter, you'll answer tomorrow. I'll hope you feel better soon, Justin Rose. That was so close. We almost got it. 2 more Horde soldiers slain. Let's see if we can do that whilst we're here. Get that one, yeah. Get that lot done. There we go. Mass milling tons of herbs to make scroll is such a pain. It is, certainly. Okay, that's one more, and then one more we'll do over here. There we go. That was it done. Okay, we just lost out on that one. Just at the end, unfortunately. Very, very close. Okay. We got ourselves a decent amount of XP though, so I'm going to head myself back to Snug Harbour Inn. I'll do the mailbox on this character, and then we'll come back to the other one. There we go. Love Sunday evenings. Just had a great meal, and then finishing whilst listening to Sam. Oh, excellent. I am slowly roasting here, but I only had a light snack. It was really nice at. I got up at 5:15 this morning. And it was 22 degrees, and I opened up all the doors downstairs and let all the fresh air into the house whilst having my coffee. And then I had a nice siesta as well, which was really, really good. Alright, what have we got in the mailbox today? We have huge ogre cash for 2,800. This is the week's mailbox, I should say, not for just today. A few other bits and pieces we've sold, so 2,800 for this character is a good start. We might as well post the rest of this on. We have a see-through Brutosaur here. That's interesting. I'll go through and post the rest of our stuff on. We'll run a post scan here. Sayori, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. There's a 5:15 in the morning. There is, Thomas, and it is amazingly pleasant at this time of year with this heat wave. We are currently sitting at 32.7 degrees here at the moment. And it's a lot less comfortable now than it was this morning, certainly. Yeah, it's the heat is the main thing, Will. It was lovely up until about 10 in the morning, and then it got worse basically. So I had a good few hours, definitely. It's 34.4 in the States as well. So imagine that without air conditioning. That's the main problem I've got at the moment. It's definitely hot. How are we doing for our gold per hour? It's probably going to go up quite nicely. Let's jump back to Samadan. We'll go through the usual mailbox for the week and restock on the things we need to restock on and see what happens. Can't live without aircon. Yeah, I can imagine, definitely. Oh, you got it yesterday. Wow, haven't had any over the last year. Okay, then that's definitely you can understand. Ouch. Nice 22 degrees, a cloudy and breezy. That sounds fantastic, Fuzzy. Yeah, our houses are built to keep the heat in. It was basically when I got up at, 5:15, the house inside was saying 26 degrees, and then I opened up all the doors and let in all the fresh air, and then it went down to 22 degrees, and it was much, much nicer. Yeah, 22 was perfect this morning. It's a shame it just couldn't stay like that for the rest of the day. You've seen 5:15 before, normally accompanied by it's daylight. Yeah, that is true. Actually, it is daylight. It's quite nice. It's a nice time of the day. This time of the year, certainly. In the middle of winter, no, not so much. Oh, it just started raining. This is what we need. We need a thunderstorm. They are due in thunderstorms, so hopefully we should be able to get one sort of Wednesday, Thursday. Hopefully, I love a good thunderstorm. Rad Things, thank you so much with your brand new Twitch Prime. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much for the support. A whole load of emotes for you. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Here we go. I'll pop them in the chats for you. Thank you so much. What am I stockpiling for Shadowlands? As Mushy would say, gold is a good resource to be stockpiling on. I am trying to scoop up any windwall cloth that I find cheaply, because I've got a feeling there may be some profits to had with that, with the vendor flips potentially, if the Shadowlands beta stuff stays as it is. Potentially also things like the wad herbs as well for the alchemical catalysts, the frostweave and the blackrock ore. If I can find any of that cheaply, I'll also probably try and grab some of that myself as well. But other than that, the main thing would be gold is the main thing. Just have a good resource of gold available to buy things when needed. Here's hoping your family in Bangor said the last few years have just been crazy hot. Wow, yeah. It's when it's hot, and it's really hot, it's hard to manage it all, certainly. I've got a feeling my bags are a little bit full here with all this windwall cloth that I picked up, so I'm going to just go and deal with that now. Looking for a Shadowlands beta invite and then the whole expansion later. So tired of BFA. There's a lot I'd still like to do with BFA, certainly. Sweating like a Culturian here. Is Shadowlands focusing on old mats? No, I don't think so. The only reason I'm thinking of the old mats is because of I can see there's potential for some vendor flips there. I haven't done the maths on it yet, but it looks like it might be promising. When it comes to Shadowlands, I'll be going all for the new materials, the shrouded cloth, the light weave, is it light silk, I think it is, or something like that. So I'll all be going for the new stuff, definitely. This is just more of a side thing. Yes, I've got all this cloth here we need to deal with, and the Spirits of Harmony as well. So let's go sort those out, pop those in the guild bank so I've got them dealt with. Blackberry, thank you so much for the follow. So we'll go to the guild bank for this. Avert your eyes if you don't like a guild bank full of Tide Spray linen. We'll go through and pop all this on. Gale Force Striking's just sold, so I'll pop those in here, and I'll do all this cloth as well. Get rid of all the Frostweave as well. All of this. Not all of that went through, so I just have to re-click on those. I could use TSM put here, but as it's just a few bits and pieces, I'm just going to throw them in. I might as well do the nylon thread now, because I'm going to need that later. So I'll just keep that all over there for the moment. Versatile navigate. Wow, that's a good price of versatile navigation. 1,395. That's looking like a 1,100 profit on that. Cost me 215 gold. So that's been a market reset and a half. Definitely liking the look of that one. I'm only basically going to get it when it's cheap, Mage on Fire. The main reason is just because the crafted, malevolent, dreadful gladiators, fellweave pants or something like that, at the moment in Shadowlands Beta are item level 100 and they vendor for about 67 gold. So there could be something there, I think. We'll have a look actually. Let me have a look and see what price they are at the moment. Do they get more from fishing? Do you mean from like the whole meat and flesh extra thing? I don't know if they get it more from fishing though. Browse, let's just have a look. We want to have a look at recent searches, Windwall cloth. Currently looking at 97 silver. So I would be tempted to actually go and buy up this. Some of this is from Bridget, so I can't buy that. But I should be able to buy the rest of it. There we go, just leave the ones of my own that I can't buy, which is about 140, is it as much as that? I didn't realise Bridget actually had some on. I should change that on my operation, actually. Let me just fix that. She shouldn't be selling Windwall cloth. Let me just log out and fix that one up. There we are. You do some awesome Windwall farms if the vendor flip comes back. Okay, that could be good then. We'll have a look for that. What's my opinion on fishing, this and past expansions? I think fishing's a good one to go for, especially for the 8.3 fish for the food is definitely worth it. It's your main source of income, and with the baked potato, yeah, definitely. Undercut by my own tunes. I know, Shower Dave. It's a terrible situation to be in. I've got Windwall cloth on some sort of mass sell, and I don't think Bridget should really be selling it. So we'll just deal with that. My auctions, we'll go through here. Windwall cloth, yeah, there's 140 there. We need to cancel that. Deal with those, and then we'll go into the operation that I have for this character and the other one. And I need to take out, scroll down to the bottom, I imagine. Windwall cloth, will take that off, and I'm going to take off some of these other things as well, like Cinder Bloom, Maybe Briarthorn. No, I'll keep that for the moment. The rest of those I'll keep on. They should be alright. The wool cloth I'm going to take off as well, because I might want to keep that. There we go. Angry Rockslide, resubbing for 5 months. We didn't have a Brian coming through there. Hold on. Oh no, here he comes.
Angry Rockslide just subscribed. 5 months, how lovely, good old chap Kappa.
How lovely, good old chap. Kappa Kappa indeed. Thank you so much, Angry Rockslide. That is very kind of you. And thank you, Lukeng, thank you for the follow before then. Thank you, Angry Rockslide. Your support is very much appreciated. Holiday emotes for you. Thank you so much. What else did I miss there? Finally hit 1 million gold and profit from selling Drums of Fury in 8.3 alone. That's very nice, Voodoo. A very nice niche to be a part of, certainly. The tooltip for Waste Not Whatnot says you have a chance to loot additional meat and fish. It doesn't say from what activities. Right, okay. Yeah, fishing's great fun to do. It's really good. Right, so we've just fixed our windwool cloth situation there. So we're going to jump back over to Samadan and deal with the rest of the stuff here. So we'll deal with the expires and whatnot there. Right, let's have a look. So we were on... We hadn't got to the gold yet. We've still got a load of cloth in here as well we need to deal with. So let's go through. Where's the mailbox gone? There it is. We'll leave that purchase there. We'll just deal with the expires for now. We'll get those sorted. I should have a little bit more space in my bags now to deal with most of these. So I can do them in bigger chunks, certainly. Or an audiobook with WoW music. That's another good one. I struggle with audiobooks personally, but I can see the appeal on them, certainly. Right, another lot here to go and post on. So we've got our sales coming through here. Let's go post on everything else for the moment. Appear to have a Samadan hat in front of your name. Does that mean someone gifted you a sub? Most likely Syncopatics. We had some fantastic hype trains going on Friday's stream and Thursday night stream. So there were lots of very generous people gifting out lots of subs. So chances are, yes, you have. Welcome on board. There we go. Well, the support everyone has shown for the start of my my journey into full-time streaming has been absolutely amazing. Thank you all. I did some tests between Djunk and Aardvark add-ons. They both do the same, but Djunk is just less flashy, whilst Aardvark has a bit too much functions and options. You'd still go for Djunk, very simple basic add-on. Only miss Djunk button when on the TSM user interface. Okay, Jack, thank you for the research on both those. I guess the one thing that Aardvark's really got over Djunk at the moment is the fact that it's currently supported, whereas Djunk you can't get on the Twitch app, which for me is an issue. Much as I like Djunk, certainly, but they both do the same job. Okay, fantastic. I'll have a look into using Aardvark tomorrow, I think. I'll get that sorted. Right, gold is coming through. We do have some sales here. Deal with all of these expires first. For all those purchases that I'm going to have to leave in the mail for the moment until I deal with those tomorrow. So run a post scan here. How's everyone dealing with their add-on updates now? Just doing them manually from CurseForge, or have you guys gone for Overwolf? I haven't gone over to Overwolf yet. I've still got the Twitch client. I don't think Overwolf have taken over yet, have they? I'm not sure what I'm going to do personally. I still have the Twitch client up at the moment. You're a big fan of Peddler. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're still on Twitch. Yeah, I think it's currently still working on Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, we looked up Djunk. It's no longer on CurseForge, which is the main problem with recommending Djunk, which is unfortunate, certainly. because not only did I do my add-ons video all about it and other add-ons, but I'll have a look at that other one, Peddler. I'll add that to my list. Yeah, I don't know when it's moving over, certainly. I know we'll be using a lot fewer add-ons. It's going to be interesting, certainly. Right, so we've got some good gold here. We've got 56,000 gold for the week. What have we sold? We've got Seabreeze Saddle Blanket. Oh, K-Hole. Wow,
K-Hole just subscribed. Samadan Chef.
Samadan Chef indeed. Well, congratulations. That is a whole year. Thank you so much, K-Hole. That is amazing. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate that. I have a whole lot of emotes for you. Thank you so much. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. A fancy gold hat indeed. Exactly. Peddler extremely simple. You mark items you want to auto sell with control right click, and it'll show you a small icon over them so you know what's marked and what's not. Just that simple. Okay, Sansaful, that could be interesting, because that's what I want. Does it do a limit of 12 items, or does it do more than 12 at a time? Would be my other question. You have a lot of multiple modules, but at the moment have 420 folders, and no way I'm keeping all of them in Shadowlands. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot indeed. Wow. So what did we sell here? We've got Seabreeze Saddle Blanket, Kebab, Enchant Weapons, Enchant Rings, some more food, Hexweave Bag, Biltongs, more Enchant Necks, Hidden Satyr, Quick Navigations, must have had a reset on those. Uncanny bracers and mittens. The mittens going for 4,700 there. Another reset there on a Chords of Critical Strike. Chords of Versatility, Hexweave Bags. Uncanny mittens again, this time for 1,700. Quick and Deadly Navigation, some deep sea bags there. Either 190 or 219. Or 219 there as well. 223 there. Hexweave Bag at 473. Lots of different bits and pieces here, and then obviously all my purchases of tie spray linen, which I'll deal with tomorrow, so we'll leave that in the mail for the moment. I'll pick up all of the mail, 56,000 for the week. Or is it a Blizzard thing? But continues until you stop it. Okay, you can also change settings for that. Okay, right. Okay, so it's just a Blizzard thing then, really. Oh, hold on. Oh boy, I don't want to do that. Hold on, I was doing the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong button. I didn't mean to open up all of that. I meant all sold. Oh no. Whoops. Now, Space Monkey, good evening to you. The auto sell you use has you pick the coin plus something you have to sell. Sell all or only sell 12 at a time. Okay, so you have one that that does that. Okay, that's interesting. There we go. That's all picked up. I just managed to pick up all of the cloth as well that I bought, which I need to then go and pop into the guild bank. Oh, just sold some light step hoof plates for 364, so let's go pop these into the guild bank. Maharaja TV, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Okay, right, so we have a whole lot of stuff here, here and here. We have a whole lot of stuff here, which is a lot of rune cloth and other bits and pieces, so we'll do a /tsm put rune cloth. We'll start moving this lot over. Snaxy Ramus, good evening to you. Am I making gold off of any cooking these days, either BFA cooking or Old World? I am making gold off of BFA cooking, a few bits and pieces here and there, kebabs, biltongs, those kind of things really, more than anything else. I could have gone through them on my list there. I had quite a few different ones. Joyous Farm, good evening to you. Excuse me. Okay, that lot's over. /TSM put Tide spray. We'll get that lot over. Well, Snaxiramus, thank you very much for subbing with your Prime as well. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. There's a whole lot of emotes for you to use as you will. Thank you so much for your support. And Giant Inners, thank you so much for the follow as well. Oh, you got a breeze. Oh, fantastic. I could do with one of those. We are currently sitting at 32.9 degrees. So it's definitely kind of like stabilizing out there. We're not quite at 33 degrees yet, but it's definitely definitely heating up here. All right, how far are we getting into the tide spray? We're over this section, I think. I can hear it moving. I'm just not sure which. Happy gold making. Happy gold making to. There we go. Want to buy a breeze. That would be very nice, definitely. I can hear the TSM add-on going, but I can't see which tab it's filling. Because I saw one go in there a minute ago, and one go in there. Okay, oh, looks like it's caught up now. There we go. Now it's going through. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hold on, let me just scroll up. I missed hold this off. Use Scrap, that's the name on Twitch. It shows total amount of earned per time you click. The sell also has setting auto set items to sell a lot of stuff lower than X level or level. Okay, Space Monkey. So that one's just called Scrap, is it? Okay. Scrap. Okay, I'll have a look at that one as well. 17 degrees in your apartment. DHBD, I would love 70 degrees at the moment. TSM does guild bank sorting. It does not on itself, no. I'm using the TSM put command here to basically you type in /TSN put, and then it will put everything from my bag into the bank. In this case, I'm going to use the keyword shall, so you don't have to do the whole thing for like shall dry silk. And it's going to go through and pop in all the shall dry silk here. I will be using sushi sort to actually sort out my guild banks once I put everything in. /TSM put frost, put the frost weave in, here we go. Next weekend it's supposed to get up to 37. 37 is definitely too hot, certainly. Oh, we've got an extra ones in here. We've got the frost weave bags, we don't need those in there. I've also got the frost weed itself. Okay, all the frosts went in there. We didn't mean to get those ones in. And I'm going to do the ember silk just by hand here because there are literally just 3 of those there. Okay, so we've cleared that out. Our guild bank is looking rather full at the moment. A lot of stuff in here. So that's quite good. This is Samadan's own personal guild bank. I can see how that works. Right, okay. I really like my new NA character series. I'm looking forward to the new episode. When do I release ones? So basically we've just had episode 2 has just come out. If you've not seen that one, the link to that one is there. So episode 2 has just come out, and I'll be doing another one this week, hopefully, so we can keep the ball rolling on that front, certainly. Which is why you swap to Peddler. Okay, it completely broke, barely worked from patch to patch in your main account. Okay. I did enjoy it making that one, Will, for the whole Dionysus bits and pieces. Kennedy, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. I won't spoil it for people who haven't seen it already. Right, so we've got those bits of tie spray we're going to keep in the mail for now. That stuff will stay there. Samadan could probably just do with checking on a restock because we've had quite a few sales at the moment. So we need to just go through and see what I've got. I've got some sales that have come through already tonight. And then we've got the usual restock bits and pieces which we'll probably have anyway. So if I just clear this, go to my groups and restock. Yes, we've got quite a lot of enchants here to deal with here. And in terms of gathering, I bet we'll have a few here. So we've got Hexweave Cloth. We need to... Probably don't have enough for my garrison yet. Guild Bank for the Gloom Dust. Possibly the Auction House as well. And Auction House for a few of these other bits and pieces. Although the Mono Hardened Hoof Plates I should be able to make rather than... Because the crafting cost on those is 75. So I'll make those. The other stuff I can get from the guild bank, so let's go over and get the stuff from the guild bank first, and then we'll go through all of this. Nameless 87, thank you so much for the follow. There we are. You've never had a problem with scrap, okay. Like all technically everyone doesn't experience, and this is true. Haven't had any issues with scrap, at least not in BFA. Can't remember what you used in Legion. Usually done some spring cleaning during a pre-patch. That's probably a good thing to do. What does spring cleaning look like? Because right now I've got a guild bank full of stuff. Open Wide 613, thank you so much for your brand new sub. That's so kind of you. Thank you for your support. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Here is a whole load of emotes for you to use as you will. Thank you so much. Yeah. We'll do a sort command with the Oreos you've accumulated, and we'll be able to do that in a future episode, Mushy. Right, we'll deal with this. We'll get from the guild bank that lot, the Gloom Dust and the Sorcerer's Earth. I will do a Hexweave Cloth cooldown whilst I'm here. Do I have any problem with Azeroth Autopilot in the Night Elf starter? I can't seem to get it to work. It didn't work for me either. It didn't go through any of the quests. It did do the whole auto hand-in stuff, but it didn't guide me through the quest zones. I ended up just, for the Night Elf area, just following through the quest lines. They're fairly condensed anyway, so I went that route in the end. But I think if I go to another zone like Redridge or Stormwind, I'm sure it'll tell me what to do then after that. Right, so we've got a few things here. I need to just check what's on the auction house for these. The Gloom Dust, I'm not sure what price that's going to be. Oh, it starts on level 20, does it really? Because I thought you use it and it picks up from level 20. Oh, right, okay, well that would explain it then. I just naturally assumed it just didn't do the Night Elf one. Ah, I see. Well, there we go. Today I learnt there was no reason to expect it then. Okay, thank you everyone for that one. I like the allied races. Alright, now I know. Ooh, look at this rubbery flank. It's down at 21 gold. I think I will buy that at 21 gold. I've normally been buying it for... Well, my average buy price is 35. My smart average buy isn't in existence because I don't have enough. So I'm going to go with, looking at the market price there, region sells 21. So I'm going to buy 21.90. I'm going to buy all of the 712. 15,000 gold though, that's quite a lot. Probably don't need that much. Let's make that a little bit less. Let's make that 300 rubbery flank for now. I'll keep those. Gloom Dust here at 5 gold 10. My mat cost is telling me 464, so that's close. That could save me the hassle of the Gloom Dust. I do need nearly 500 of it. So how much would I have to buy for that for 500? 494 at 5 gold 10, 5 gold 20. It's close. It would cost me 2,500. For convenience sake, I'm going to buy that. Veiled crystals are actually looking quite cheap there. My mat cost is 57 and they're coming here at 68. I would be tempted to buy some of those as well just because it's so much easier. I need 27 at that price, so I'm going to buy those as well. And then model hardened hoof plates I can make myself, so I'll ignore those. El Morte owns 60 of them in the bank apparently, so maybe I'll have to do those there. Yeah. Can I borrow some luck? Certainly, I'll pass on as much luck as I possibly can. Do you know there are a couple of achievements for BFA that can only be obtained through Alliance-specific vendor mats? So for Horde characters, the only way you can get those achievements is from the auction house. Oh, really? I didn't know. What vendor mats are those? It worked fine on your Panda Monk. Oh, okay. Happy with Zygon, but then happy to pay for it. I can understand those who don't want to pay for it. Yes, Will. I did use Zygon in Classic, and it was really good for what it did. Certainly, I can see the appeal. Right, mono hardened hoof plates. That sounds like a blacksmithing thing. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just going to pick up these purchases here, and the Gloom Dust. Ah, good evening, Gwilyn. How are you? Lovely to have you here. How are you doing with the heat? Hope it's all right for you. Windwall cloth and tie spray will leave in the bags at the moment. There we go. and then we'll come this way. And how are we doing for temperature? Oh, look at that. We are now up to, whoops, 33.1 degrees up here. That's getting hot. Right, so we've got that. We need the model hardened hoof plates. So let's have a look at those. It's not here. It's going to be in El Morte. So we'll log out here and we'll go with that. Is it December yet? I know, definitely. Make it through and vendor all the old nats and your personal guild plank. The stuff doesn't sell. I'm a hoarder. I have trouble with it, to be honest. 3 sheets of the wind, as well as sausage sampler. Part of the stuff needed exclusive to vendors on Coltiris and do not interact with horde characters. Oh, the sausage sampler one. I remember selling those on Earthen for a while. That's definitely had some sales on that. Oh, okay. TSM was just updated. Okay, let's have a look. Was there an update? Let's have a look. I might have to just exit out and reload. One moment. I'll be with you in a moment. Let's exit out and load back in. Let's just make sure that's all working. So you have the PvP brawl quest on Samadan. Am I going to go for the current brawl? I hadn't planned to. No, that was simply left over from the last time. I would have wanted to have done Comp Stomp, but unfortunately that's not with us. Right, okay, so moving on. Yeah, 19 degrees is very nice, Rekka. I would like that temperature. So we need this in the bank. Okay, so let's go over here. Gathering wise, we can't quite fit through, so there we go. We'll pick up now. How many do we have? I'm going to take 15 and pass them over to Samadan so that you've got some. Just so you have a stock, and then we can deal with those in a moment, along with everything else. So we'll go here, we'll go... Oh, no, I won't send the 1. I'll go send... I'll send the 15 to Samadan, and then that can go back over there. We'll send that lot. There we go. Yeah, I had the heating on. Oh, I couldn't even imagine having the heating on right now. I mean, I put the oven on earlier to cook some sausages, and that was bad enough. Right, let's go through here and log out and go over to Samadan. Then we've got enough there. Hypop Horde dominated realm, e.g. Draenor, and make gold as a sausage and wine trader. That's a good idea, actually. You could probably make a decent amount of gold that way. I like it. Specialising in sausage and wine. Oh, sorry, Cookie. I put my foot on your paw. I felt a... We don't cook with these temperatures. No, definitely not. It's a salad all the way as much as possible. We just haven't had the appetite for it really at the moment. So let's go through, check the bit I wanted here, the model hardened hoof plates. We'll pick those up. And then we have everything we need to make all the things. So we'll go through under crafting. So let's get started with enchanting. What have we got? 21,000 in potential profit here. Lots of enchants. How's the machinist brilliance looking? That's a lot of profit there if we can sell them for that price. Did I know I'm on a server? People are selling level 25 pets for less than 200 gold each. I take it that's cheap, Jack. Yeah, no need to eat, definitely. You stay on the west coast of Scotland, so not too hot here. Just had a barbecue. Very nice, Harry Gamer. I would love to be on the west coast of Scotland. I mean, yes, you do have the midges and stuff, but you do get some fantastic scenery. I would love to go Monroe bagging and do all the Monroes. I used to have level 25 as a service. Region value plus 5k. Well, that's pretty decent. Slime Crumb, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Just currently going through and restocking on Samadan at the moment. making sure I've got a Pierre there. And then we'll go through baked potato, fragrant cacavia, and then tailoring. We do have enough for the Hexweave bags at the moment, so we'll go through on those. Hexweave bag and a Sea Breeze saddle blanket. There we go. The scenery is amazing. The drive into work is nice. I bet it is, definitely. Norcott, is the Living Steel market still good? It can be on the right server. I haven't tried it on Shadowsong in a while, but it is quite good, yeah. Okay, so that's all crafted. We better get all that lot on. And we'll get all that done. Let's move this across so everyone can see it. And then auctioning wise, we'll run a post scan here. Carnage153, thank you for the follow. Never went to Northern Ireland, but I have gone to a non-UK part of the island in non-pandemic. Remember when I tried to explain what a drought was? Yeah, Ireland gets a lot of rain. Right. Anyone else having problems getting their realm prices to update today? Not that I've noticed. When was the last scan? 29 minutes ago, according to TSM here. Then Ireland had a drought the following year. Oh, right, okay. Not so good then. Right, we're done with Samadan, so let's just go through the other characters, see how they're doing on their gold making for the week. I wish to get a lot at this time too, but it's pretty dry at the moment in Ireland. Is it, Coffee Cat? That's interesting. Right, over to Awakening. I believe you might still have a Silas buff on you. Maybe about 8 minutes or so. Let's have a look. We'll see what we can deal with them. Yeah, there was a new TSM update. I just had to close down my my WoW and reload it back up again. Right, we do have exactly 8 minutes, so let's deal with this. Let's deal with the expires first. There's some cancels there as well, which I hadn't dealt with. So we'll take those off. I must have forgotten to cancel those, interestingly. We'll take the cancels off as well. We have 13,000 gold in potion sales, which is quite nice. I might as well open those up whilst I'm here. So that's a week's worth of potion sales. We'll take those. That's brilliant. And then we'll post all of that lot on. We'll go through here, run a post scan, get that lot. Can't wait for the weather to cool down here. You work outside. Yeah, I don't envy you at all, definitely. Not for a few days at least though. Yeah. Warm and humid, hopefully waiting for a giant storm to come by. That would be nice. Definitely. We'll install beaters when it's unbeated, i.e. normal release. It's fantastic at the moment. I would definitely recommend it. It's in a good state right now. Restock. Alchemy. Let's have a look. Gathering, no crafting, TSM groups, restock. No, looks like we've got everything restocked. Let's double check that. Looks like I might not have had any sales since then, but it wouldn't surprise me given that everything was expired or cancelled. So that's fine. So with all that done, we'll do that, and then we'll see if we can get another Silas prop just in case. We are continuous curing, so we'll save that 7 minutes one for later. And let's jump onto our next character instead. Thank you, Darkwing. Yeah. Right, so we'll jump over to Samadan. Use a lot of manual inputs for the add-ons. Okay. Weather in Ireland is otherwise pretty hit or miss during the year. Woodlands is not to trust your watch. Trust or watch weather forecast at all. Yeah, basically. I spent a few months of my childhood in Northern Ireland when my dad was in the army. I think it was the first school I went to was in Northern Ireland. I don't remember much from it at that time, to be honest. I was pretty young at the time. Dad's army, not quite, Jack, not quite. But my dad was in the army, so it was it was kind of accurate, certainly. Just grabbed your third 1.5 bottle for the day. I'm going to have to get some more actually myself. I finished up mine here at the moment. So we've got some good sales of War Scrolls this week on Samadan. I may have to increase the amount I sell here in one go, because we're hitting the cap here at 20. I make 20 at a time. I've got a feeling that I should maybe up that to a little bit more. So 15,000 though, that's really good. So we'll take that, and then we will relist everything on. Do I have things on at the moment? No, let's go through that. Auctioning and run a post scan. Get all those bits and pieces on. Yes, you did, Mushy. Okay. 10 minutes Sunday, next 20 minutes rain, and then changes all day. That's about right, I'd say. Right, we'll go through here, post this lot on, and then I'll take a quick water break after this. So that lot's on, and we're all done there. So give me one moment, I'm going to just pop downstairs and get some fresh water, as it's now got up to, where are we at, 33.2 degrees. If it hits 34 degrees by the end of the stream, then I'm definitely into melting territory. So I'll be right back, one moment. Okay, we're back. There we go. Thank you for bearing with me. Sorry, Cookie. There we go. And thank you, Gabriel Outland, for the follow, and Vinny Paz123. Thank you both for the follow. Lovely to have you here. What did I miss? 26.6, 28.9, 30. Isn't 33 outside, and it's nearly 9 PM. That's the main problem, isn't it? Hold on. And why not open the windows? At the moment, it's definitely it's all contained in here at the moment, because I don't want my sounds to carry, because all the houses are on top of each other at the moment. At all times, basically. Yes, I probably would. Once I finish the stream, I'm going to open up the windows and then let in some fresh air, because it should be a decent amount cooler by then, certainly. Another hour or so, it should definitely cool down. Right, so we did everything on Samadan. I'm not sure if we need to restock. Let's have a look. Let's go through here and go through TSM groups and restock. Yeah, we're all fine on restocking. So we're in a good position here. 195,000 gold on this character. It's slowly getting up higher. There we go. So we'll go through here, and then we'll go check on our other characters. See what we've got there. So Earthen, we can go through you. I'm on the north part of the sun, less warm. Alright, let's have a look. See what we've got on leatherworking for this week. I don't remember having many sales on leatherworking at the moment. Let's see how that goes. what I said about scrolls, people are currently pushing for curve before Shadowlands, so a lot more are being used. Trust me, your guild burn through them. Might be a good pick to bump the amount sold for a small bit. Oh, thank you, Space Monkey. Yeah, sorry I missed that earlier. That's a good idea. I think pushing that up would be a good idea. I'll have to make more inks, obviously, but that's not a bad call at this stage, especially as I'm seeing myself selling more. Yeah. So currently at a limit of 20 per. I would probably double that to 40, or maybe even go as high as 50. Obviously I'm going to have to make a whole load of inks for that, but the price of herbs and inks at the moment is pretty good, so we'll see what happens. In terms of sales on leatherworking, what have we got? We've got Drums of Fury, a couple of bows was nice, leather waistguard and shimmer scale diving suits there, so 17,000 in that. Since you mostly use cauldrons, oh okay, I see. Currently trying to reset some scrolls and contracts. Good luck, Sevon Clawfang. Yeah, I guess it depends on the crafters, yeah. Mostly in burning through them. Okay, that's interesting. Just bought 260 golden lotus on Shadowsong for 15 gold. Wow, that's a good price. That's very good. Now that Galaxy Wix on legitimate ones, I don't know, Seapains, actually. I don't know of any actual communities that... yeah, that is cheap, definitely. 15 gold, because that's basically you get 2 golden lotus per price of Spirits of Harmony, so that would put the Spirit of Harmony price at 30 gold, which is definitely cheap. Right, we've got all of that. We go and post on that, and then we'll have to do a restock on this lot. On Shadowsong as well, more work. farm, definitely. You buy 10 strength and haste pots every raid night. It's good practice, and use it when you run out mid-fight. Any news on any alignment between professions and covenants in beta? I've not seen anything to do with covenants and professions yet. The merges, yeah. Last I heard from Mushy that they were still broken. You can only farm so much. What's the normal price of Black Lotus? Sounds like people are dumping their old mats. 1k, right? Wow, okay. Maybe people are... at least you don't see them anymore. Okay. But in your realm it's 2k. Maybe it's a... maybe people are dumping their mats, trying to clear out some bag space. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. They're not markets that I've been involved in, so by all means buy them up and set the price higher. Alright. So you're okay at the moment, Mushy. It's just unless it gets crafting, TSM groups, restock, Drums of Fury, 100 of those. Just have everything I need for that. Raw Beast Hide. I can make all of those quite easily. There we go. Some old mats just don't seem to shift. That's interesting, yeah. And if they do have crafting stuff with covenants, might just be the cosmetics. There's all the different party hats I've seen. Each profession seems to make a different kind of either face mask or party hat kind of thing. So maybe it's related to those. I've got Cookie. Cookie's paw is just resting on my foot at the moment. She's completely wiped out in this heap. She really should go downstairs. It's a lot cooler down there. And so people to not think the mats and stuff for lower tier stuff will be useful leveling again. So they basically just sell it. I mean, you might as well pick it up and hoard it whilst you can for the moment. Just increase that so I can see the stars on that. That was kind of confusing, only seeing the dots on that. Didn't know what kind of rank I had for each of those. So just going to make a whole load of Drums of Fury here to restock on. Profit total isn't huge, 11... 11 gold per item, so 822 gold total, so worth doing. Hoard it all, people are going to throw them away, yes, definitely. Yeah, non-removable fur coats does make it hard. I think basically at the moment Cookie's just gone into power saving mode. She's just lying down and not doing much at all, trying to conserve her energy. She was out this morning with me at 5 in the morning and loving it at that temperature, certainly. Yeah, normally for transmog crafters, isn't it? Right, how are we doing? Still making the drums. That's going off in the background. Did I shave down Oreo? We haven't shaved him, no. I don't think he'd like us to do that to him. But we've given him a nice deep brush and taken out as much of his fur that had been sort of collecting up as possible. Yeah, all their food and water is down on the bottom floor, which is the coolest room of the house. They've got access to that there. One of your cats is on the floor right now, face planted with a help me sort of look. Yeah, I know the feeling, Gwylyn. It's just so uncomfortably hot, definitely. Some big farmers on Argent Dawn won't bulk sell to you anymore. It's annoying. Oh, really? Why is that, Space Monkey? Maybe get a cooler mat. Oh, I haven't heard of those, actually. Yeah. As a mat farmer, it was a dream. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I think I would be too. I'm just being propped up by my chair at the moment. It's like an inverse electric blanket. Oh, right, okay. I haven't seen those before. That sounds like a good idea. Right, nearly done on our Drums of Fury. Always good to have a good stock of Drums of Fury. Obviously they're going to get nerfed a little bit in Shadowlands, so we'll see what happens with the drums market come Shadowlands. Maybe there's something else at that point, but for now we're fine. We'll post them on, we'll carry on selling them whilst I can. So we'll go through here, run a post scan on this lot. Oh, there you go, Cookie's gotten up, so I'm just going to see if she wants to go outside. Hold on. Go outside, Cookie. It's a lot cooler down there. Come on then. Come on, Spurs, again. It's a lot cooler up there. There you go. There we go. I sent her outside. If she's going to get up, she might as well go downstairs where it's cooler. Paul Drecker, thank you so much for the follow. We have a cooler mat. Yours sleeps beside it, not on it like you should. Oh right, okay. Can't quite make it to the mat. Definitely. Leave me alone, human. She was like that. She was meowing at me, saying, "I'm too hot to move," but. It's a lot cooler outside, so I think she'll be better off down there. Right, so Drums of Fury, let's post those on. Those are done. So we're all done with that, and then we need to go on to our blacksmith and have a look at how things are going there. Super Key, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Over to El Morte. Running through the characters quite quickly here at the moment, which is good. The next thing we need to do, well, we've still got a decent amount of progress to do. We got Pandaria Engineering. We need to do the daily cooldown. I have to remember to do that on Bridget. We didn't do that earlier for our Yard's Peculiar Energy Source. We need to get that going. So let's deal with blacksmithing first. So we're going to run through all of this. 37,000 gold in sales this week. So what have we got here? Mainly, again, blacksmithing weapons. So deck pounder, polearm, but also 3 lots of boots for nearly 6,000 gold a couple of times, and then 4,000 gold for that, and then some spell power elixir and then some moral hardened hoof plates for 1,000 gold. So 37,000 gold, which is really nice for blacksmithing. Very happy with that. So we'll carry on there. Surrender Soap, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're enjoying this scorching weather. Let's go through and post this lot on, get our uncanny gear on, and then we should be fine here. So more uncanny gear going on. Decent amount. Again, we were talking about potentially reducing the amount I stock on at the moment, but as it's still selling, I'm keeping things going for the moment. Back after mowing the lawn, back inside where it's nice and cool. Sounds bliss, Stock Otter. That's the best thing you can do at this stage is do a little bit and then rest for a little bit. That's the best way forward, I would say. So all of those are on. Let's check on blacksmithing, see if there's anything we need to actually restock on. And we do have the more uncanny gear, so we were missing expulsum for this. This was the thing that was holding us back. So we need to go over to Samadan and create some expulsum. How much do I need from looking at that? Let's just have a good gathering wise. We need 33 expulsum. Okay, so that's quite a lot. There's nothing on the map at the moment, is there, in terms of world quests and things? Can't see any world quest list called Tyrus. Can't see any there. Santalar, no, there's nothing there. Nashitar. Can't see anything there. I haven't unlocked Nashitar actually. So 33 times that by 6 and then add a little bit more, so we would need what was that, 33 times, well, probably times 7, 231, so probably about 250 braces in order to do that, I would say. So let's go over and try that on Samadan. So let's log out and do that. How many pieces of Uncanny am I selling? It depends on the characters, but at the moment I would say a few pieces a week on each character. Not more than 5 really, but the profits on my server are particularly high, so I would say they're worth doing even for the small amount of sales, definitely. Something like that. Not blazing hot here. 80s with no humidity. That sounds good. Mowed all the ranch. Krasiak, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Meltica 85. Thank you so much for the follow as well. So I'm working well. Your lungs hurt. Okay. Space Monkey. I hope your lungs feel better soon. We needed to make some tie spray linen, 250 odd to be precise. Now, in order to craft those, how many can we actually make tie spray linen braces? We need the nylon thread. Some of that went to the guild bank, so we'll jump over there and pick that up first, and then we should be able to craft what we need. And nylon thread is in here, so I'm going to just take that lot and that lot. Then we can make 130 braces, so we need to head on back over to our nylon thread trader now that we can get it for a decent price. Just sold an Accord of Haste for 498 gold, that's good. So we'll buy yours, browse your goods, go to the standard interface, and we will buy nylon thread. Let's buy 1,000 nylon thread. That should get me going for a little bit more. There we go, that lot's through. And then making wise, we can make 330. We're going to make 250 for the moment, so we'll create those, let that run through. We've got crafting on at the moment, so we'll let that go through. Deciding when to slow that uncanny production down. It's an interesting one. There's a good reason for thinking of only having one on and turning on ignore random variations, because at the moment I'm still doing 5 of each and keeping every variation on. So for me, it's probably my next stage to ramp down my uncanny gear would be to turn off ignore random variations and then turn my stock down, starting 5, then go down 4, 3, 2, and then maybe even 1 at one point. Sounds horrible when I live in Scandinavia, but having the same heat wave at the same time, yes, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Well, Fragrant Caviar just sold. I really enjoyed my gold making Let's Play. Oh, fantastic! I'm glad you enjoyed that one. I'm planning on doing many more of those, certainly. You go back to 1 and just start checking 4 times a day as I'm at home. I am at home, Mushy, but I'm amazingly busy. It's the weird thing about being a full-time content creator is actually I'm spending less time actually playing the game and more time writing scripts and editing, which is great. I love doing that kind of stuff, as well as all the 3D bits and pieces and things like that. So it's great, but it does mean I'm actually playing less, strangely, or when I am playing, I'm focusing on recording a video. I've been selling Uncanny for about 4 weeks now, looking at TSM, blacksmith and leatherworking is 300 to 400k profit, tailoring 200k. That's very nice. That's very nice. Interesting, my mail icon is just flashing now. That's probably telling me that my tie spray linen braces are going straight to my mailbox, I imagine. You had 0 uncanny sales this morning. First time that's happened since getting blacksmith and leatherworking set up. Oh, really? Good evening, Edwards. How are you? Hope you're doing all right in the heat. How's your weekend been? Hope it's all been good. We're currently just making ourselves some braces, and we're going to make some expulsum to give to El Morte to make some more blacksmithing gear. So what you live most of your life, at least you have afternoon thunder showers, which cools it down but increases the humidity. Yeah, I mean, the thunder showers definitely help, but the humidity is the main problem, isn't it? My humidity is at 41% at the moment. A few people have mentioned my Let's Play. Is this me chronicling me setting up my NA adventures? Yes, Syncopatics. The latest one, episode 2, is out. Came out yesterday. The link to it there is for the episode 2, and then that's part of a playlist where episode 1 is on there as well. Stupidly did work, so I haven't played WoW at all. Edwards, yes, you gotta watch out for that, especially working from home. It's going to creep on through. So number 3 will be out at some point this week. Happy Drumstick. So I want to make sure it's at least done weekly, preferably more frequently than that. It depends on how busy my weeks are going to be from this point in. Obviously, I'm still trying to work out what's going to be best in terms of use of my time. I want to get some more streams in this week as well. So I'm currently thinking doing potentially a Wednesday evening stream, and I think I'll do another Friday afternoon stream as well as bonus extra ones this week. I'll confirm close to the time once I've got that sorted out. But yeah, looking forward to doing more and more content, certainly. Right one too. Good afternoon, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Why is my nylon thread only 48 silver from the vendor? Because I literally just got myself the exalted reputation with Proudmoore Admiralty. So now it's 48 silver. Before it was 50 silver. Lamakan, good evening to you. Made me create a character on the opposite faction, start afresh after watching my Let's Play. Oh, fantastic. I hope you enjoy your journey too. Was it disenchant the blues and scrap the greens? Yes, that's right. You disenchant the blues and the greens go to whichever character is going to be scrapping them, whichever character needs the expulsum, basically. That's where that's headed. So what I'm going to do is, I've got loads and loads of braces here. So I need to make sure that my TSM is set up correctly. Have I considered crafting shimmer scale or coarse leather arm guards instead of the tie spray braces? It can be better than the tie spray linen. You have a look at the shuffle spreadsheet and it'll tell you there. The main thing that's holding me back at the moment is the price of bloodstained bones. Those are staying too high at the moment for me to make it profitable to swap over to them. But I have got some cheap coarse leather and shimmer scale. They are really quite cheap at the moment. So looking at my list, hold on, bags, there we go. So we need to disenchant these blues and send all the greens over to my appropriate character, of which this is going to be. Time spray send greens should be going over to not Earthen. We'll send these over to El Morte. We'll use that operation for the send greens. So we'll head on over that way. Hold on, let's scroll up. Next to the exalted rep, the thread from the food ingredient vendor is the same price as from the food ingredient is the same price as your profession vendor. Food for thought. That's interesting. So this one is this one Pandera Cuisine person? Is this one you're thinking? No, that's different.
Next one is on me.
The one that's over in the middle, isn't it? It's that one I think you're thinking of. Week up and it's just been me doing runs, working out and carrying on 3D work. Might have tomorrow off some sort of break. That's a good idea, Edwards. You've got to make sure you have some time off in there as well, definitely. The bonus will always be a base price at 7 gold minimum due to the fist weapon shuffle. That's a good point, Will. I hadn't considered that. Yeah. How much average gold do I make each day? It depends over what time period, Crow Coins. If you look at my TSM ledger at the moment, my current where are we at, over 1 month, I've lost money because I've spent so much on tie spray linen of late. But if you look at my profits over the last year, average profit today was 4,500, total profit 1.6 million. I think that's got a couple of big purchases there of tokens and whatnot. If I look at all my profits since I've been going through and getting the Brutosaur and everything there, my average profit per day, it goes up to 5,300 with a total profit of 3.9 million. So it does vary a huge amount. I mean, obviously if I took that as a timeline, that's coming out as 7,900 average profit per day. Total profit 5,488,000. Yeah. So it's a lot of different sort of time periods, certainly. Have I been able to have data that far back? I've been playing on the same computer forever. I have been HO basically. Mr. Potato basically has been going on for this amount of time, and obviously TSM Premium stores all the data in the cloud as well. So and this is I reset my TSM back at the start of BFA. So this is my gold throughout of BFA. Am I making any of the vision food? I am now, Fuzzy Duck. Yes, definitely. Yeah, 4.10 is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So I'm just over 2 years worth of data looking at that, just slightly over. Yep, all on the same parallel as New York, New England on this side of the pond. Yeah, same height, isn't it? Certainly. Yeah. Over where sometimes he has a world quest across from the cooking trainer. Oh, I know the one you mean. The one going over here. This one, trade goods, Henrik. This one. You also do nylon thread for 48. Okay, that's useful to know. You've been copying WoW over PC since Legion. I think it's a good practice to have your backup folders, certainly. There's a way for TSM dashboard graph to include guild gold. If you keep your gold in the guild bank, it makes the graph not so pretty. It should include guilds, unless you've got a certain guild on ignore. No, it hasn't got guilds in there actually under that. I don't see one on here. Oh no, there we are at the bottom. So these are my 3 guilds there: Plays WoW, Trader Joe's, and Samadan Plays WoW. So those are my 3 guilds. So you can include those in the list. If I select all there, and you can have those included in there, that should work. This is obviously in TSM 4.10. So your guild doesn't show up on that list. That's interesting. Under your accounting, no, where will it be? Maybe custom tools, crafting, browse, sniper, vendoring. There's somewhere. Auctioning, whitelisted. Is there a way to ignore a certain guild? There probably is. There's ignored items there. General settings. Ignore guilds. Here we go. Have you got one of your guilds on the ignore here? That could be under there. Maybe that's something to do with it. Thank you, Mushy. You're looking for a new PC, but want to do a fresh WoW install. Been doing pre-work for add-on cleanup already, checking other add-ons with profiles, and just note add-ons you actually use. I mean, it's amazing how many add-ons we end up using over a period of time. Mine's certainly ballooned over the past few months. The amount of fireweed to Samadan. That's interesting. Why is that sending over to Samadan? Oh, that's herbs and things. Okay, that makes sense. You'll ignore inventory as well if you ignore the guild. Okay, that's worth noting. Okay, so we're here. We've got that. We've got 73 items there, so we can take everything. Now we want all other. We don't want all. Yeah, we'll just take all other. We'll take all of these out, and then we'll send those over again. So basically what we'll do here is we'll collect up a number of blues that we'll keep for disenchanting. Nothing in the ignore guild. I guess you'd report it as a bug. I would say so. Yeah, ask in the TSM Discord. That definitely doesn't sound normal. Right, that looks like that's all come through. So we'll go mail selected groups. Those can go through. And then we'll go back to our inbox, pick up all other, run through here. 82 at the moment, tried add-ons and never deleted. Yeah, I'm in that position as well. I've got a lot of add-ons that I've just barely touched at this point, but want to just try them out anyway. There we go for groups, mail selected. We should still have a reasonable amount of bag space, 54. So we'll deal with the rest of these. All other, going through here, 281. So it's going to take me a few attempts to go through this. I might have to disenchant some of this. Oh no, we're okay. There we go, that's all through. 248 items total, that's all done. So groups, mail selected groups. That can go through. Then that leaves me with a load of tie spray there to then disenchant. Let's just check all this. We'll disenchant all that. Does premium cross computers? Yes, you can, Doc Hotter. So basically what you do is it's stored in the cloud. So what you can do is just load a backup from another computer, basically, and that's the easiest way to go through it. Coming a little bit off topic, but next stream can we get 720p quality? 1080 at 60 does a little bit of hiccups. Does it, Flizimo? Do apologise for that. Sometimes it's down to the transcoding of Twitch, because I don't have any control over that. Because normally, if when I start the stream, sometimes you'll be able to get a better downgrade option, definitely. And if I become a partner, then that will definitely become a case. All the case, but I can certainly have a look to see if I can get it down to 720 next time, if it's causing you an issue. Yeah, so it syncs to the cloud and you can restore it to the other one. Jarek666, thank you so much for the follow. It could be the connection, yeah. I mean, there should be an option to be able to downgrade it some of the time, but it doesn't always work. Plecto, thank you so much for your brand new Prime. That's so kind of you. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Have a whole load of emotes for you. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. There we go. Welcome aboard. So keep watching. Exactly. We're getting there. We've got good numbers, so hopefully Twitch is watching, and we'll be able to get ourselves partnership very soon. So that's all sent across. We've done the disenchants we needed to do. So now we need to go back over to El Morte. That was a nice screen freeze there. And we'll go back over here. And Patrick, thank you so much for the follow. Well, thank you very much, Spectre. That's very kind of you to say so. Yeah, TSM, if you're moving from computer to computer, the cloud backup is really useful. We'll try to sleep. Cheers. No problems, Aura Warrior. I hope you managed to get a decent sleep. Right, how are we doing for bag space? We've got a lot of ghost iron ore here clogging ourselves up. So let's go through and clear that out. And then we'll be able to deal with that. Ghost iron ore. Let's do this in the bags. /TSM put ghost. There we go. Let's get all that in there. So we have that there. And then that should give me 121 space, which will be plenty for my expulsum journey here. All the people just here for the cats. Thank you, Darkwing. Managed to have 2k gold emiracy out for NA Alliance for those interested. Thank you, Mr. Vader. And did I create my away screen animation? I did, Jace UK. I did that one and my stream starting soon animations. Both done in Maya and using the WoW assets and Redshift as a renderer, because that was my main job for 20 odd years, was doing 3D graphics of all kinds over all different industries. So it's nice to be able to make use of those skills as well. So we need to open up all of this. So let's just open up all mail. Start on the old tide spray scrapping journey. There we go. Thank you very much, Jason. It's very kind of you to say so. Just dropped a couple of degrees and a nice breeze now. Oh, fantastic, Will. I'm currently sitting at 33.4. Until I open the windows, it's not going to cool down. So hopefully we'll get there soon. And then I'll open everything up after stream, and then that'll be fine. Right, let's mail the nylon thread that I've got here, and then we can go over here, and we can start scrapping. We need to add that to, that's a spell bait. We need to add that to the ignore list. Everything else looks fine, so we'll queue all of that up, and then we can start scrapping. I'll let that run through. There we go. Samurai, good evening to you. I managed to sneak into my latest video. Yes, with the I saw that in your tweet as well. That was fantastic. Sorry I couldn't actually talk to you whilst I was recording. I didn't spot it until afterwards and you'd gone. But yes, it was lovely to have some other company in Darnassus. It was looking decidedly empty. I wondered where everyone had gone. But that was good fun, certainly. I look forward to meeting more people on Lightbringer as well as I go through my journey. It's nice to be level 19 now, so I feel like I've got a good way to go now. I'm in a good position to sort of to try out different areas and zones, which is going to be my next plan, really. Going to do something with my gathering wise, looking at where I could get some decent herbs and ore for selling on the auction house. So this shouldn't take me too long to scrap this lot. Basically I need a decent amount of expulsum here, so it made sense for me to just go and scrap a good chunk of this, and then we can get ourselves into a decent position, because the blacksmithing weapons are selling, so I need to make sure that I keep on selling them at this time of the expansion, certainly. I should be, Gwilyn, definitely. I'm okay at the moment. It's sweltering slightly, but I'm managing okay. Thankfully, I think Cookie's gone downstairs. Yeah, Silithus would be good as an auction house, given the heat at the moment. So I need, what did I need? I need 33 expulsum. Haven't had that much come through yet, so hopefully this won't take me too long to go through all of this lot. Anyone ever have problems deciding what to do next in WoW? I never have that problem, Doc Otter. There's always such a backlog of things for me to do. If you're ever unsure, you could always try installing all the things, because that will just open up a whole Pandora's box of things to do. Or maybe think of something, if it's gold making, think of collecting up recipes. That's another thing you could do. I feel like there's always something to do, definitely. You took that plunge, okay. Yeah, analysis paralysis, that's a good phrase actually. Well, it can be a bit like that. Ice Crown would be very nice for an auction house right now. I'll take that one, certainly. Never ending list of stuff to do, and tomorrow is Squirt, so it's pet levelling time. Alright, up to 15 expulsum, so that's not done too badly actually with that that bunch of braces that we had. Let's go over and collect up a few more. Frecky, well, good evening to you. It's going very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Lovely to have you here. We're doing top tier content at the moment. We're scrapping braces for expulsum. Not something I would normally do on stream, but we do need this expulsum for our blacksmithing, because the uncanny sales, especially the weapons, have been going quite well, so it's worth us to do these. So we'll take all of this lot up. Looks like we've got everything there, and some bag space to boot, so that's good. So let's head on back here. The best price for cloth on my server, we have managed to pick up it for as cheap as 2 gold, was the closest we got it for. At the moment, I haven't got the details of the tie spray linen braces at the moment, but normally it's about 3 gold at the moment, but 2 gold is profitable for the pants shuffle, which we haven't done yet. Whiskey Thunder, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Right, let's get some more drink, because it's getting too hot now. Alright, so let's carry on scrapping. The cyclist is decision paralysis due to over-analysis. Yes, that makes sense. That's the one, basically. Sometimes when you're looking at too many things to do, sometimes you just got to get on and do with one thing. I find it's the same. Even things like content creation and things like that is just trying to decide what to do, because there's a never-ending list of things to do. Definitely. You thought the price for the pants shuffle was lower, like 1 gold 80 earlier. You saw folks doing it at 2 gold for tie spray pants. Yes, you can, Doc Otter. It's down to whether it's worth your time, because it takes a long time to do. So the cheaper you can get it's better. It depends on your faction as well, because I believe Horde get a better price. I'm not sure if that's still the case. Get annoyed when you can't do everything too soon. You try to run before you can walk. I've had that too as well, Will. Definitely. 2 gold 45 if you buy the threads from the vendor at full price. Oh, 2 gold 1 silver and 45. Okay, that's very, very specific. There we go. Yes, I think a lot of us are, definitely. It has been known. Right, we're doing okay actually on this. We're up to 23 though on the expulsum, so I don't think we quite got enough here. So what I'll do is I'll just make what I can with what I've got, and like Mashi was saying, maybe reduce my numbers down on some of the other things, and see if I can get some sales that way. Yeah, 2 gold for the cloth. With 6 gold bursts for the blues, so whatever average is out to. Yeah, that's what the average is is the question though, isn't it? Okay, so that mustn't be on my list, the Uncanny Spell Blade. I just realised, which is why that's in my bags. I also need to have a look at my blacksmithing list here. So we've got the deck pounder we definitely want to do. We're going to make one of those, be an anvil for that, of course. So let's go over there. 39, 0773. So 34 for the tie spray and 480 for the nylon. Yeah, Mashy's got the numbers there. Right, so we definitely want a deck pounder. I'm thinking a pole arm as well. And then we'll do the mono hardened stirrups whilst we're here. Those are always good to do. A little bit of extra gold there. And then the plate boots, there's one of 3 we can make. There's a lot of expulsum for those because I don't have the rank 3s on these. So I'm going to stick to the one there. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split my group out a little bit here. So I'm going to take that off. And we're going to do something slightly different here. So looking at my group for uncanny gear, so we've got a lot of the weapons need to come out into a slightly different group here. So crafting wise, let's put the spell blade of the peerless in. That one can go in, and then now it's probably best if I have these in my bags more than anything else, looking at these, because what I'm thinking of doing is taking all the plate bits and pieces, but what I'll do actually is just do it from a crafting point of view here. So we're going to change uncanny crafting here, and so we're going to have weapons times 5, and the rest is going to be times 3, others times 3, like that. So what we'll do then is the cutlass, deck pounder, polearm, shanker, and the spell blade. I'll do the shield as well actually, because we do get the occasional sale of those. That's going to go into the weapons. Oh, I need to reselect those. Deck pounder, polearm, shanker, shield, and spell blade. Those can go into the weapons, and then the others is going to be all of these. So I'll add those in on that one. So we've got uncanny crafting, others times 3, weapons times 5. So the operation here is normally 5 of each. We're going to override this one, and we're going to add in 3 of each for this one. So we're going to reduce the number of other uncanny stuff that we make. That should work for a little bit more. Yeah, we'll keep the shield in as well. So we've got the weapons, the shield and the weapons are times 5, and the others are times 3. And then at some point under the crafting, we're going to have these as we should have the ignore variations ticked on those. I think that should work, and that should work. Those look like they're ignoring the variations anyway, but I'll just make sure that's checked just in case. And then the selling wise, we'll just put them all on, all the different variations. At some point I will turn on ignore variations for this on selling as well, so that I just end up trying to sell the cheapest of whichever. But we'll get to that point probably in another few weeks or so. So we'll probably ought to do the same on leather working as well, looking at that. If that's my new normal, as it were. We do need to post on what we just made though. So let's get that lot going. And I've got a couple of other things to do on my other characters as well, so we'll do that first as well. So let's run the post scan on this lot. Get these on, because the polearm for 8,000, deck pounder for 7,000 is good prices there. So we'll keep those on for now. There we go. And what's the minimum sale rate I go for uncanny? I'm not really looking at sale rate at the moment. I'm basically just having 3 or 5 of everything, and I'll post them all on and just go with whatever sales I get. Certainly at the moment I tend to get about sort of like 3 to 5 a week, I would say, on average, which for me, given the profit margins they are, that's absolutely fine for me at this stage. Right, let's go through the other ones. Oh, Persephone, love on Sam. Thank you so much, Persephone. How have you been? How's your weekend so far? Right, let's go through here, over to Nadamas. So we'll do a quick alchemy cooldown on this character and a quick vendor flip and see if we can make a little bit more gold. Doing quite well so far. I'm getting 8% on blue pants, so it works for me as 66 gold profit per 100. You're not hungover after a margarita lax last night, so you're good. Fantastic. That's good to know. We'll do an alchemy cooldown here. Do that there, and then we'll run round to our mailbox, pick up our expires. We pick up our gold, so we've sold no vendor stuff this week, but we have sold anchorweed for 1,590. That takes my gold up to 40,000 on this character. I'm happy with that. So we'll jump over onto here, and vendor-wise we'll just sell the spares for another 10 gold, and then we'll go and post the rest of this lot on. Carry on. Some of these are below minimum price, which is probably why they're not selling. Everything else we can post on. Anchorweed for 44 gold, so that's a good price. And then we'll park ourselves back, and we're done there, so we'll log out here. Bridget was doing a fair amount with engineering. We need to do our engineering cooldown on Bridget. Now that we've started that off. 40k passive gold per hour on this character must be awesome. I think it probably is Traditioner at this rate, because I'm literally, what you saw me do there is all I do on that character. Actually log on, do the daily cooldown, post them up and log off again. So it's a very, very quick routine on that one. So we've got our yards icon here, so we can literally just click on that. Oh, we need an anvil. We can't just click on that. We go find ourselves an anvil over the other side, and then we can do our yard's peculiar energy source. There we go. So we're collecting these up. That's 2 we've got at the moment. Obviously we need to do a we need to get the actual sky golem. What have we got in terms of recipes? We have got the sky golem, haven't we? Yeah, there it is. Mount sky golem. So we need 30 of those and 30 of the living steel. So now that we need the living steel, it's probably worth dealing with that on Awakening and having a look at what we can do with the transmutes on that front. Definitely. And I can make the Pierre as well, which could be another option. Looking here, because that, I mean, 0.01 sale rate, but still. I might go with the Sky Golem at this point though. 0.14 sale rate does seem a little bit better on that front. Obviously we've still got a lot more to do on the engineering point of view here. We've literally just got, we haven't got anything done with Coltiran engineering.
Wow,
Pandaria,
could he just subscribed? Number 86.
Well, Cody, thank you so much for 4 months. Number 86, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for using your Prime, and have a holiday emotes for you. Thank you very much indeed. There we go. Say 0 for me. That's how do you say 0? Time to check your auction house tunes. Wish you luck. Good luck, Persephone. Hope it all works well for you. How you say naught? Okay. Yeah, I do like to say 0 actually. So we've got some good options here. Not in terms of profits and things. We still need to look at engineering as a profitable thing. But the thing I do need to know that it is on a cooldown here with the yard's peculiar energy source. So we do need to make sure that's going. But the other side of this, the flip side of that, is the living steel side of things. So what I would need to think about here, Ranch 72, thank you so much for the follow. Amused by something. Maybe make a macro for the yard. Well, I've got it here, Jack. It's already here as a cooldown, so I can see that coming through. So I know that when that's on a timer, then I can click on it. But yeah, it's very useful to have. I mean, we could use those weak auras as well, would be another option as well. Oh, Gwylyn, gifting us up to Traditioner, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much, Gwylyn. I said nothing. Thank you, Gwylyn, that's so kind of you. Thank you for your extra support, it really is appreciated. A whole lot of emotes for you and Traditioner. Thank you so much. That's super kind of you. Let's look at, whilst I'm here, logging out, so we need to go across. Feng Shui was selling a few bits and pieces, so we better go check what kind of bits and pieces those were, and then we need to move on over to checking on the living steel, what we can do, because we used to have El Morte, who was my alchemist and blacksmith, which was really nice to be able to swap between the whole ghost iron ore, ghost iron bars and things like that. My hunter is now 113, so she's almost she's getting her way through to 120 quite nicely at the moment. So we have a whole load of stuff here that is expired, so we'll take all of those off, including that cancel as well. Take that off. Starflower, 2 gold, 93. So we'll come through here and we'll post this lot on, and we'll just run a post scan on this lot. So mass sell, everything here, just random stuff that I picked up. Anything here that I don't want to sell, just keeping an eye on things here. Can't see anything that I wouldn't want to sell. If I do have to sell it, I will go through there. So a little bit of gold. Currently got 2,300 gold. So total gold is sitting at 908,000. So you could really do with getting that back up to back over 1 million would be nice. I've had a lot of expenses recently, so I do need to start working on that a little bit better. So we can do that. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at Awakening. What can we do in terms of living steel? What kind of resources will I need to keep on me to be able to do a decent flip with living steel? Let's check on the prices here. We currently have a Silas proc going, so I don't really want to interrupt that too much, unfortunately. This is where I'd like to maybe have another character that does the living steel, because it is quite nice to have it on a separate character. But then there is a whole extra thing to go through there. So transmute mastery would be the thing to do here to check on that. We'll go for the purposes of just learning this through. Let's have a look. So we can always get another Silas proc. So we are currently, what are we on professions? I believe I might actually be on